What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training. And today we're going to be breaking down how wide receivers can never drop a pass. We're going to be showing some examples of wide receivers dropping passes and how you can avoid these bad habits. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Hope it could teach you a few new things. But also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you guys would like to train with us this offseason, we are going to be traveling out to 15 different states across the country this year for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps. So next up on our camp tour, we'll be coming out to San Francisco, then Orlando, New Orleans, Charlotte, Dallas, the DMV, St. Louis, Honolulu, Boston, Cleveland, Austin, Seattle, Newark, Denver, and Los Angeles, California. So if you guys are local to one of those cities, would like to get some work in with us, check out that very first link in the description below, you guys. We'd love to have you out to one of our off-season camps. Let's get started with this video. So now, first example here, this is an example from Brandon Aiyuk dropping this kind of slant route. They call this like a Dino route. Now, what a lot of people think is that, the reason why he dropped this is because he did not catch this ball with his hands. He caught this ball with his body. We're going to be showing an example of Julian Edelman here in a second, where he actually catches the ball with his body. And the reason why so many NFL wide receivers do this is because the quarterbacks throw the ball with a ton of heat on it. Obviously, they're playing at the highest level possible of football. That quarterback is putting some steam on the ball, especially when you are in traffic. So the reason why he dropped this is not simply because he caught with his body, right? I was watching this with a group of friends, and they were like, oh, you got to catch with your hands, got to catch with your hands. And obviously, I'm not going to be that guy who's going to walk them through the mechanics of catching a football. But to myself, I'm thinking this would be a great video for you guys to learn from, because it's not because he caught that thing. From the time you were a 5-year-old wide receiver, everybody's saying, got to catch with their hands, don't catch with their body, don't catch with their body. But when you turn the TV on Sunday, you see so many wide receivers catching it with their body. Now, don't go say, well, I heard that you should catch with your body. I'm not saying that. I'm saying whatever's comfortable the most for you. I'm saying you should catch with your hands. Probably that's what I would teach. But it's not a bad thing if you're catching with your body. The reason why he dropped this is because this ball simply crossed his face. This would have been a drop if he used his hands. This would have been a drop if he would have used his body to make this catch, because the ball crossed his face. Every single time that you're making a catch in a game, you can't really think about it, right? It's got to be an automated habit. But when you're in practice, you should be so heavily focused on tracking the ball and seeing the ball hit your hands. You see how Aiyuk's eyes are here and the ball is here. That's not fully looking the ball in. Just because you're watching that ball and at the last possible second you take your eyes off of it, that's just simply not watching the ball all the way in. You have to almost think of it like your eyes are a camera and you're trying to take a photo of the ball as soon as it hits your hands. So now, what Aiyuk doesn't do is he doesn't take the photo. He lets the ball cross his face, where, like I said, if he's catching with his hands or catching with his body, that will still be a drop. So let's play this thing full speed, and then we're going to show an example of Julian Edelman catching a pass with his body, but why he's able to actually make this catch. Now, everybody says that you don't want to catch with your body because you don't want it to bounce off of your shoulder plate, or your chest plate, excuse me. And that's correct. You don't want to catch the ball with the center part of your chest. I think everybody can agree on that. Anytime that a wide receiver catches it with his body, he's usually catching it in that soft spot between the chest plate and between his hands. Now, same type of catch. Obviously, this ball was put a little bit more in front of Edelman, but still, ball's got some heat on it. He's in traffic. He's going over the middle. Another reason guys don't shoot out their hands and reach for the ball is because they're in traffic. If you extend and reach out for a ball and you got a DB right on your hips, he's going to be playing your hands and trying to knock that ball out. So the body catch is not the worst thing in the world. At the end of the day, my perspective, my view on catching a ball is I just need you to catch it. Obviously, we want to try the best we can to catch with my hands. But if you catch it on your body and you catch the ball and then we go run and get some more yardage after the catch, I got no problems with it. You just have to make sure that we trust my eyes, like I said. So when Edelman catches this thing, you see how he's looking it all the way into his hands. That is taking a photo like I was talking about. The ball makes contact with his hands. The only thing in his line of vision is that football. Now, like I said, in a game, it's automated. You shouldn't be having to think about it. But in practice, you could maybe give yourself little triggers that you could look at with your eyes on the ball. So I know guys that will put numbers on each 4 of the sides of the football, like the point of the football, if you will. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, or they'll have to verbally call out if they see that number, or they'll verbally call out if they see laces or no laces. Something that's going to help you look that ball all the way in, trust me, will make a world of difference in your pass catching skills. So fellas, it wasn't a drop on that first one because he caught it with his body. It was a lack of his eyes watching the ball all the way in. No matter what the catch, jump ball, low pass, high pass, your eyes are everything. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about a jump ball situation. So anytime that we have a jump ball situation, it is super, super important to avoid a drop, that we protect this ball as soon as it makes contact with my hands. So as soon as you obviously a jump ball is thrown. This is going to be an example of a drop. You want to go up and you want to go up strong for that ball. I want to go up strong. I'm going up with strong hands. I'm trying to take that ball from the DB. But on the way down, we got to go up strong and we have to secure that thing on the way down. So let's watch this wide receiver. He goes up, he catches this pass, but on the way down, DB is able to grab his arm, play his hands, and knock the ball out. After this, we're obviously going to be looking at an example of Odell doing it correctly. So when we go up, as soon as we secure this thing, fellas, you almost have to think of it like your body, your head is like a shield from the DB. Now, DB, honestly, like he gets a hand in there probably as soon as this wide receiver makes the catch. But you see when he's on the way down, there's really no attempt to turn his body and rip away. He's just jumping straight down. When you go up and you secure that pass, as soon as it hits your hands, you should be either pulling that ball behind your head or pulling that ball away and putting your body between the defender and the ball. That's how we can secure it. You never want to go up and catch this thing at its highest point and then drop straight down and have that ball extended away from your body. You want to go up strong, but you want to rip that thing violently to your body. So let's play this catch again, full speed one more time. Then we'll look at an example of Odell obviously doing it the correct way. So make sure, fellas, we do not leave that ball out in front of me for the DB to play my hands on the way down. So this is Odell catching this goal line fade, and he does a great job of kind of pulling over his head and ripping away with his body to not allow this DB to make a play. Because trust me, this is a very, very tough position for a DB. It's a fade ball. It's a jump ball. He's obviously not going to try to turn his head and look for the ball. He is going to be playing us. So as soon as he sees this go up, he is taught to play those hands. But as soon as I go up for that ball and I secure this thing immediately, I need to be ripping that thing violently to the tuck. And you see, he's trying to shoot his hand, but because Odell uses something we call a pullback method, which is where you pull the ball behind your head, there's a shield now. Your body, your head is between the defender and the ball. And that is how we secure that pass. And then you see after he does that even, he starts to turn and rip with his body because he still hasn't come all the way down yet. DB can still get a hand in there and knock that thing out. So fellas, use your body, use your head, use it to your advantage, especially when you go up on that jump ball pass. Do not go up for the jump ball and then hold that ball out in front of you. Let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. Great job by Odell going up strong, making that catch, pulling it over his head, and shielding with his body. So now I wanted to look at this clip here from Justin Jefferson making this catch because I think it's an example of what having like a strong grip can do for wide receivers. So we get a lot of questions about, hey, coach, how do I improve my hands, but I don't have a quarterback to throw to me all the time? So fellas, if you don't have a quarterback to throw to you, one of the best things that you can work on to help you exactly with situations like this, because I think we all can agree this is a pretty strong catch. You got a DB hitting him. You got him trying to knock the ball out. He doesn't rip and pull the ball away. He doesn't bring the ball violently to the tuck, which is something I would recommend in this situation, is to bring that ball as quick as we can to the tuck so we can secure it. But he's got a very strong catch here. So working on your grip strength, fellas, is one of the best things that you can do as a wide receiver. So doing exercises like fingertip push-ups, farmer's carry, where you hold two dumbbells and you just walk with them. They're heavy dumbbells. Anything that's going to strengthen your grip for these types of situations, because that is what will help you make these tough catches if you maybe don't put the ball away or if the DB times up his hands correctly. You catch that ball, we always want to go up strong, but we always want to have soft hands. And having soft hands is not letting the ball bounce off of your palms. You see how Jefferson, when he's catching this thing, he's predominantly grabbing the ball like with his fingers. You cannot make that type of catch without having a strong grip. He's not letting the ball bounce off his palm. He is catching that thing in that like diamond, if you will, but the ball is staying in his fingers. Not his fingertips to where he's going to jam it, his fingers. And that is a just solely grip strength based, fellas. So you have to make sure that we have a strong grip as a wide receiver to be successful with these catches. Let's play this catch again, full speed one more time. Great job by Jefferson catching this thing, having a strong grip, and showcasing why grip strength is important for wide receivers. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. We always appreciate the feedback. It's always great to hear from you guys as usual. And again, fellas, if you guys would like to come train with us, we are coming out to 15 different states this offseason for 2-day long QB and wide receiver camps. So if you guys want some more information, check out that very first link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.